What's up, everybody? We're about to dive into the 5 biggest mistakes people in their 20s are making. We're talking about mistakes that could cost you a lot of time, energy, and money down the line, but can easily be avoided today. Studies have shown that a whopping 90% of adults have regrets, and guess what? Those regrets tend to get heavier as we get older. But don't worry, I'm not just here to point out the problems. We're going to break down exactly how to avoid them and set yourself up for success. This is all about taking action, so get ready to take some notes. Oh, and stick around until the end of the video because we're going to hit you with a random question. Drop your answer in the comments, and one lucky commenter is getting a shout out in our next video. Let's dive in. Let's get real. Nobody wants to be stressing about money their whole life, right? That's why mistake number 1 is a big one. Waiting to invest. I know, when you're in your 20s, retirement seems like a lifetime away. You'd rather spend your hard-earned cash on experiences, maybe a few late-night takeout orders. And that's totally fine. But here's the thing. Time is your biggest asset when it comes to investing. We're talking about the magic of compound interest, people. The earlier you start, even with a small amount, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Think of it like this. Investing a little bit every month is like planting a seed. Sure, it might not look like much at first, but with consistent nurturing, that little seed can grow into a massive tree. It's time to get those dollars working for you. There are tons of beginner-friendly apps and resources out there. No more excuses. I guarantee you'll thank yourself for doing this later down the line. Okay, you've probably heard this a million times, but it's because it's important. When you're young, it's easy to feel invincible, like you can run on energy drinks and pizza. But trust me, your future self will thank you for taking care of your body now. Mistake number 2 is ignoring your health. We're talking about neglecting exercise, eating whatever you want, and skipping those yearly checkups. It might not seem like a big deal now, but these habits can catch up to you later on. Think about it. You want to be able to enjoy your life to the fullest, right? Travel the world, crush it in your career, keep up with your kids someday. You need a healthy body and mind to make that happen. So ditch the junk food and make time for movement. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's hitting the gym, joining a sports team, or just going for a walk in nature. And for goodness sake, listen to your body. Get enough sleep, stay hydrated, and don't hesitate to see a doctor if something feels off. All right, let's talk about building your network. Now, I'm not just talking about collecting LinkedIn connections like they're Pokemon cards. I'm talking about building genuine relationships with people in your industry and beyond. Mistake number 3 is underestimating the power of networking. The connections you make now can be of immense help down the line when you are in your 30s, 40s, and even 50s. Here's the deal. Get out there and start connecting. Attend industry events, join professional organizations, or even just strike up a conversation with someone new at a coffee shop. Be genuinely interested in what others have to say. Offer your help whenever you can, and don't be afraid to share your own story. Remember, networking is a two-way street. It's about building mutually beneficial relationships, so focus on adding value to the conversation and see what amazing opportunities come your way. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? Share your answer in the comments below. Let's be honest, talking about finances isn't always the most exciting topic. But trust me, understanding how money works is crucial for building a solid future. Mistake number 4 is neglecting financial literacy. We're talking about understanding things like budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. These might seem like intimidating concepts, but believe me, they're not as complicated as they seem. There are tons of free resources available online, from YouTube channels to podcasts, to educational websites. Take some time to educate yourself on the basics, and don't be afraid to ask for help from a financial advisor if you need it. You'd be surprised by how many adults are struggling with their finances just because they lacked this crucial knowledge. The more you understand about managing your money, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions and achieve your financial goals. This last one's a big one, guys. It's so easy to get comfortable in our routines, sticking to what we know and avoiding anything that feels too risky. But here's the thing. Growth and learning happen outside of our comfort zones. Mistake number 5 is staying stuck in that comfort zone. It's playing it safe, avoiding challenges, and ultimately holding yourself back from reaching your full potential. Now, I'm not saying you need to make drastic life changes overnight. Just start somewhere. Challenge yourself to try something new every month, whether it's starting a new business, learning a new skill, or solo traveling across the globe. Remember, every step outside of your comfort zone is a step towards growth and adventure. Embrace the unknown, be open to new experiences, and don't be afraid to fail. Because even in failure, there's a valuable lesson to be learned. And remember, it will be harder and sometimes impossible to do some of these things once you've settled with children and a job, and you're almost guaranteed to regret it. So now is the best time to take those risks and explore new opportunities. So there you have it, the 5 biggest mistakes to avoid in your 20s. Look, I get it. Life's a journey, and we're all going to make mistakes along the way. But by being aware of these common pitfalls and taking steps to avoid them, you're setting yourself up for a brighter, more fulfilling future. And hey, even if you're past your 20s, it's never too late to make positive changes. It's all about having the right mindset and taking action. Before we wrap up, let's give a huge shout out to Boss F6Oz, the winner from our last video. They wrote that they believe listening is more important in a conversation than speaking, and I personally agree with them. Congratulations for the win, Boss FH6Oz, and thank you for sharing. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. And share your answer to the random question in the comments for a chance to get a shout out in the next video. Thanks for watching, folks.